Molly and Carly, why don't you come on up from Hives Saves Lives. We've got some really interesting stories from these two fascinating girls. Please welcome them.
Well, hi, everyone. I'm Molly, and I'm 16 years old. And this is my little sister, Carly, and she's 13 years old. And we're here to talk to you guys a little bit about Hives for Lives. And pardon us if we're a little distracted during our presentation. We found out that we're being drawn over there, so we might be like just staring in that general direction the whole time. Like, what did we mess up? Is she drawing a frowny face and things like that? So I think we're gonna get started. Carly's gonna take it away.
As Molly said, my name's Carly, and this is just some pictures of us in the hives holding frames which are covered in bees. Yeah. Our inspiration for Hives for Lives is my grandfather, Michael Otto Houlihan, who passed away from cancer when Molly and I were 9 and 11. And he was our inspiration, to say the least. He loved to have fun all the time. He used to call me Carl because he said he always wanted a grandson instead of a granddaughter. And he joked around with me all the time. He said one joke was, "Boy who farts in church sits in pew," which was interesting too. And he was an English literature professor too, so he really enjoyed his life, and we admire him a lot. This is just some more pictures of us in the hives, and that's actually our president, Meredith Cheney, who's also 15 years old, who we look up to because she's always so organized. Our idea was to sell honey to help find a cure for cancer. Our grandparents were sitting with us at the dining room table, and we were talking about how they had extra honey that year. And they said, "What should we do with it?" And Molly said, "How about we sell it to donate to a charity?" And I said, "How about cancer?" And since it was so fresh in our minds, and that's how we started. And we started to brainstorm how the label would look and our logo and our motto. And that's when our business was started and Hives for Lives was born. And our mission was to cure cancer with our business. This is a picture of our product. It's a 12-ounce jar of honey, and it's all natural, and it's very delicious, I think. And so our business is run by kids. We do everything. We raise the bees. We have 23 hives, Molly and I. We go into them every month, and we harvest the honey, label, ship it, pack it, and we sell it on our weekends. And we are the CEOs, and we do a lot. This is us selling at one of our events on the weekends. This is Dilworthstown Inn Wine Festival, and it's always a good event because the adults are a little topsy-turvy. You can just give them the honey, and, you know.
More than one honey.
Yeah. Our first year, so as I said, we sell our honey at local events like the Devon Horse Show and Dilworthstown Inn Wine Festival, and we raised $2,000 alone. And our first year, and we thought it was amazing. We got to go to a black tie ball presentation and get all dressed up, and that's when we realized we had something big. And actually, that's when Molly was taller than me, but not anymore, you know. But that's when we realized we could, you know, expand. Our next year, 2005, a tragic accident happened in our grandparents' bee club. One of the men fell off his tractor, and in his will, he donated all his honey from his hives to us, which was about 1,000 pounds of honey. We had no idea how we were supposed to sell all this honey. And when we did, we were amazed that we did it. And we wanted to expand our business because we realized we had the ability to sell all this honey. So this is a picture on the far left for me of a queen bee. It has a dot, a paint dot on it to tell what year it's from and that it's the queen. It also has a longer torso than the rest of the workers, who are all females. Woo woo. And that's a honeycomb. We used to sell it, and you can just cut it and chew it like gum. And we sell candles and lip balm too, but it's harder to make because we make them by hand.
So moving on, there is actually a very infamous story of Carly and I. As soon as we sold all this honey, this 1,000-pound of honey, my dad, we were all at Chili's and we were sitting down. My dad said, "You guys realize that this could be huge, right?" And I just went off like the wall. I was like, "Are you kidding? Like, I'm gonna have private jets. I'm gonna tell adults what to do, you know." And I was just so excited. And Carly said, "No." And I looked at her and I was like, "Excuse me?" And she said, "Well, the whole point of this is that we're running it. I don't want some adult running this for me." So I actually ended up firing her because I disagreed. And disappointingly, my parents told me I could not fire my partner. So she's still here. But we actually had to find a way to compromise. I'm sure you all are business people. You know that that's one of the biggest things of business, especially when you have your partner as your sister. You have to compromise on like everything. So we found a way to expand, yet keep it familiar. And the way we found by doing that is having kids involved. So my head of sales, my head of operations, my head of finances, all of those people are kids. They're all 15, 16 years old. And they run the business. We have kids as our sales force, kids as our operations. We do it all. So
I'm also working with designers and agents. We've got a green thing going on in LA.
So by doing that, when Carly and I are no longer cute and young, we can have other people who are cute and young come in and sell our honey. So it's sustainable, scalable, and profitable.